Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how I did a roller set on my natural hair using Mousse with Perm rods. So my hair is freshly washed and I'm just going to start by detangling it. By the way, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel Untwisted, where I share tips and tricks to help you simplify your natural hair routine. So for this rod set, I'm starting on freshly washed hair and I like to do an ear to ear part. I can separate my hair into a half up, half down style later in the week as the curls start to frizz out. I find it easier to do the ear to ear part if I make that part down the middle, so I just have to make a part halfway from the crown of my head to my ear instead of trying to go directly from ear to ear. It just makes it easier for me to get that part right. So now I have the part done, I'm braiding it and just keeping the hair out the way. And I like to work in sections. I have about 3 sections on each side of my head. So I'm adding some mousse to the section and smoothing it down. Now I'm going to go in with the Denman brush and smooth it down some more. This mousse is really lightweight, which is good because it'll dry quickly, and if you have fine hair, it won't weigh your hair down. But for me, after I did this, I personally will probably stick to using gel because my hair is just too frizzy, or maybe applying an oil or butter underneath this mousse because the flyaways in my hair is still frizzy. Like, I need something in addition to the mousse for my hair type. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep applying the rollers as in the back section of my head. I want to keep my hair nice and wet. I was hoping that would tame the flyaways. So I add the mousse and go through with the Denman brush and put the rollers. I know this part is going kind of fast in the back, but I'll slow it down to show you how I applied the rollers in real time when I get towards the front of my head. So now I'm at the front of my head. I'm just using my spray bottle to apply some more water, make sure my hair is nice and wet. I used pink rods for most of my hair, but for the edges and some of the parts in the middle, my hair is a little bit shorter. So I use the white or gray rods, which are a little bit smaller than the pink rods. So I'm just smoothing my hair on the end of the roller, and I'm like twirling the roller around the hair. It's hard to explain, so I just left it in real time so you could watch it a few times. But instead of just like rolling the rollers straight up the hair, like I did like this corkscrew pattern that a lot of people used to do for crochet hair. So you get more of these like springy corkscrew curls instead of the Shirley Temple curls. So again, I'm applying a generous amount of mousse. I'm taking the rod, wrapping the hair around the edge, and then I'm twirling the roller around the hair. Take another section and smooth it out and wet as necessary. Break it into a slightly smaller section. And take the roller and make sure the ends of my hair are nice and flush against the roller, and then I'm going to go ahead and twirl it around until I get to the root. rollers in. I'm gonna let this air dry overnight, and it's the next day, and I'm gonna take them down. Now you can see that corkscrew pattern that I was talking about. Yeah, so the curls came out cute. I like the pattern of them, but again, if I use mousse again, I need to go in with something else, butter or oil, to really smooth down my hair, because the mousse on its own is just too lightweight for my hair. I have too many flyaways, and I think like I said, maybe an oil or butter, or just sticking to gel for this type of hairstyle to get smoother results. Yeah, there's one section up in the front that wasn't quite dry. You'll see in a little bit that I'm going to go back in and just re-roll that one and let it dry a little bit longer. Okay, so now I have all the rollers out, and I'm gonna put some oil on my hands and go ahead and start separating my curls. I don't go crazy when I separate my curls. I probably separate each curl just once. I like to keep the definition, and as I wear it for a few days, the curls get bigger, so I don't go crazy separating them on day one. You see, that's the curl that I'm gonna have to eventually go back in and add the rod and let it dry a little bit longer, because it's just almost no definition in that top section. And I think I'm gonna pin the front section of this hair back. And fluff it up at the roots. Give it a little bit more volume. And put my fingers at the scalp and just fluff it up a bit. And there's that problem child section. So I'm just gonna go back in and add 2 rods and a little bit more mousse and give it some more time to dry. I was probably on my way to work, so I probably just left it in until I got to the parking lot of the office and then snatched them out, and it was what it was. So now I'm smoothing the section back with some pomade, combing it down. Throw some pins in there. I'm just going to pin one side back. And then that was after I took those other two rollers out. And that's pretty much it. And that was a picture of the final look. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more style tutorials and tips and tricks to simplify your natural hair. Thanks for watching.